Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you don't know me yet, my name is Sofia and I try to post videos twice a week about minimalism and organization on this channel. Today's video is 20 tips for becoming a minimalist. This can be for either those of you that have already started on your journey and are stuck and you don't really know what to do next, or for those of you that are interested in getting started on this journey and are simply overwhelmed and don't know where to start. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you do so down below. I'm also doing a giveaway of Marie Kondo's book Spark Joy, so by subscribing you're entering that giveaway automatically. And with that, let's get right into this video. My first tip is to purge and not organize. Now, I know it's really tempting to go through all our drawers and just make them look very pretty, but the thing is, if you're organizing, the items are still going to be there, and chances are the next time you get into that drawer to reach for something, it's gonna get messy again. So instead of organizing, make sure you're purging. Get rid of anything that shouldn't be in there, and this way, once you organize, chances are it won't become a mess again. Tip number 2 is to adopt a what you need when you need it rule. Now what this means is that you only go out to buy things when you need something, and you go out to buy that exact thing. Whether or not it's on discount doesn't matter. Obviously, if I can find a cheaper option, I will get it. Tip number 3 is to clear surfaces, both for aesthetics, but also to make your life easier when you're cleaning. Obviously, a house looks a lot more organized when the surfaces are clear, but also imagine dusting a surface that you don't have to dodge all the little objects from. The clearer your surfaces are, the clearer your mind will be, so just adopt that rule and everything will be a lot easier. Tip number 4 is to adopt a one in, one out rule. I think this one's pretty obvious. Every time you bring something new into your house, make sure that either the old version that you're maybe replacing is leaving, or that you're getting rid of something else. This is just so that you're not bringing more stuff in your house than you're taking out of it. Tip number 5 is to encourage and not force other people to join you on your minimalism journey. This tip is targeting partners or roommates, anyone that might be sharing a space with you. Try to encourage them, show them the benefits. For example, when I do laundry and I find socks that have holes in them, I suggest to my boyfriend, maybe we should throw these out, you have enough socks. I also did him a favor and I reorganized his closet for him. Obviously I asked for his permission first, but once he saw how neat and clear everything was and how easy it was to pick out everything, he really liked it and now he's keeping up with it. Tip number 6 is to adopt a color scheme. This is usually applied to clothes, but I want to apply it to your house as well. And my color scheme changes throughout the year. As you can see, there's a lot of tones of orange right now, but usually my house follows 3 simple colors: white, black, and beige. Everything in my house tends to be those 3 colors, and then I add tiny accents of colors here and there. And the reason I love this is because it makes it super easy when I need to buy furniture. If it's not one of those colors that'll fit in my home, I'm not going to buy it, and I know it's going to look good when I follow that color scheme. If you want some inspiration, I'm going to leave a card here with the video of my autumn capsule wardrobe so you can get some ideas of how I do that. Tip number 7 is to assign objects a permanent home. This one's just so you make sure that every single object that's in your house has a place where it belongs. It also makes finding things a lot easier. You know exactly where to find things now. Tip number 8 is to make an inspiration board. Just project how you would like your house to look like. The easiest way for me to do this is on Pinterest. I just have a board and I kind of pin every little image that sort of somehow shows how I would love my space to look, and then I slowly work towards it. Is the space greener than mine is? Then I try to incorporate some plants. If you project what you would love your ideal space to look like, you'll have concrete goals to work towards instead of going, oh my god, my house is a mess and I don't even know where to start. Tip number 9 is to adopt a 3-month, 2-week, and 1-day rule. So the 3-month rule is for super big purchases. This could be a TV, a car, whatever you deem big. Put it on a wish list and wait 3 months before you get it. If it's that significant of an amount of money you're going to spend, you really want to make sure you're not going to regret your purchase. 2 weeks is for medium purchases. Maybe it's a new winter coat that you have your eyes on, or boots. Put it on a wish list for 2 weeks. Really make sure you want it and then get it. The 1-day rule is for super small things. Usually I'll be out in the city center and have easy access to that purchase, and instead I force myself to come home, think about it, and go back out tomorrow if I really want it. Adopt the 1-minute rule. I know these are a lot of rules, but I'll have them written down below. The 1-minute rule is, if you can clean it in 1 minute, do it now. You could hang your jacket up in a minute, hang it up. If you can put your shoes away in 1 minute, put them away. Any task that you can do in under a minute is something you should be doing immediately. Tip number 11 is to go digital. Definitely keep those receipts you might need, those important letters that you just got from the mailbox, but do it by taking a picture of them, getting an app to organize them if you want, or just using the files on your phone to keep them organized. I personally just have an album on my photos that says receipts, and keep all your receipts that way, and this way you can get rid of all the paper clutter without losing any important information. Tip number 12 is to adopt the one card rule. Again, another rule, I know, but this is just so you're spending all your money from one source. This way you can actually keep track of your expenses and see where maybe you're spending too much money or not enough money. Tip number 13 is to always carry a reusable bag. Just keep those in the back of your purse or in the bottom of your backpack. This way, even if you're just running quickly to do some groceries after work or school or whatever, you never have to buy that 15-cent bag. At least here it's 15 cents. You never have to get that plastic bag, most importantly, because you always have your reusable bag on you. Tip number 14 is to reduce your face and makeup routine to 10 steps. This includes washing your face, maybe any toners, moisturizers, 10 steps, and follow them every morning. This way you never have to think about it. You know exactly the products you need and exactly the products you can put away or maybe get rid of. Makes your life super easy in the morning, so just give it a try. Tip number 15 is about gifting. I know that one of the biggest challenges as a minimalist is not only gifting, but also receiving gifts on special occasions. So my tip to you is start gifting experiences. If it's your friend's birthday, maybe gift them a movie ticket or a pass to some sort of museum you know they'll love or an adventure park. But make sure you're doing it in experiences. This way you're not giving them an object. And if you're comfortable with telling your friends and family, ask them to do that in return. Just tell them, I would love to receive experiences this year. Maybe even an experience you can share with them, like a manicure with your mother, for example. Tip number 16 is to create a uniform or two. What I mean is to have a go-to formula for how you dress every day. So for me, that formula is usually jeans, t-shirt, sweater on top, and then my favorite sneakers. Whatever is your go-to combination, try to write it down. And the reason I'm saying this is that it makes shopping for new clothes a lot easier, and it makes getting dressed in the morning super simple. Tip number 17 is to adopt the 2 linen rule. 2 linens for me is actually too much. For example, I only have one pair of bed sheets that I just wash and put immediately back on my bed. If you really do have to have more than one, then just have 2. One is the one you're using and the other one as a replacement while the other is in the wash. Maybe you don't have time. Tip number 18 is to set up a giveaway box. What I mean by this is have a bag or a box somewhere in the back of your closet or somewhere it's not going to get in the way, and any time that you find a piece of clothing, an item around your house, anything like that that you want to get rid of, take it and immediately put it there. Usually the problem with us giving away things is that we go, oh, I'm going to set aside an afternoon to really go through my house and see what I want to purge. But if you do this as you go, you'll find that you'll never have to sit down and put 3, 4, 5 hours into it. Sorry if the setup looks a little bit different, my camera just died. Tip number 19 is to follow the 3-month trial rule. This kind of goes hand in hand with the giveaway box, but every time you find something around your house that you're not sure if you want to keep or give away, put somewhere in the back of your closet and set an alarm or timer for it or a reminder on your calendar for it for 3 months. When it reminds you, if you haven't thought about it in those 3 months or if you haven't needed it in those 3 months, chances are you can go without it and you can give it away. Last but not least, tip number 20. This tip for me is the most important when you're beginning your journey towards minimalism, and it is to never give away anything you love, that has use to you, or that brings you joy. You don't want to start resenting minimalism. You want minimalism to bring happiness into your life. Make sure you don't end up resenting minimalism. The other day I was helping a friend redo her closet and she found a dress that she loves, and I encouraged her to hang it back up even though she doesn't wear it, just because every time she opens her closet now she can see it and it can make her happy. That's it for today's video, guys. Thank you so much for sticking until the end. If you haven't done so yet, make sure to subscribe down below and turn on notifications. Give me a big thumbs up to encourage me to keep doing these videos. If you want to find out more about how I made my space look so autumny, you can check out my fall decorations video, which I'm going to leave a card for here. Don't forget to check the description box for the Marie Kondo book giveaway. And having said that, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!